It is now officially 6 p.m. The stream has officially started on my end, at least. Make sure to tell me if it hasn't started on your end, even though if it hasn't, you won't be able to hear me say this. But if there's any difficulties, please let me know as soon as possible. But yes, welcome everybody who is here so far. So far, I see KotOR, so welcome to you. Last time in the stream, for those of you who forgot or weren't here to see it, we finished up Tatooine. I went to Yavin and I actually bought, I spent 10,000 credits on exoskeleton armor for Tien, and it was bothering me because I was like, wait, why did I always limit myself to Jedi robes? There must have been a reason, but I couldn't think of the reason. And then afterward I talked to my older brother, who's a big fan of this game, and he's like, oh yeah, because armor restricts force powers. And so duh, that's probably why. It is streaming, right? I don't see any my stream hasn't popped up on my end and no one has said anything new in chat. It is going. Okay. I'm just gonna trust that it is, and I'm gonna keep going with it. But yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do here, I'll show you guys really quick first. So my last save is down here. Oh, and Chaos says, oh, while I remember, you don't need to sell Carlos Arma. What? You have your racing monsters. Do you mean? Ow! I had my volume up way too loud for some reason. What was his name? Bendak? Why do you say Carlos Arma? Is that a typo? Are you on your phone? Anyway, look, I got this armor, and I actually really do like the looks of it. I was especially thinking with this, well, first I need a cloak. That would be awesome. But then, I could get, I could just get 2 red lightsabers, and I think that would be pretty legit, you know? But alas, I'm gonna have to switch off of this. But just wanted to show you, this is what I got. And stat-wise, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, light exoskeleton, 6 defense bonus, plus 5 max dexterity, plus 1 dexterity and plus 1 strength, and it's upgradable. That kind of thing is just all around pretty cool. Compared to the Jedi Master Robe, it's just better. You know, in pretty much every way aside from the max dex bonus, but I'm not gonna, get that far. So, kind of unfortunate. But, if I want to look at my force powers now. So I can still heal, but I can't do Night Valor, I can't do Night Speed, I can't do Force Aura. Which, you know, it's one of those things where it's I never really use any of them aside from Speed, or not Speed, Heal. I use Night Speed really just to get around the, just around the map. I don't really use it that often in battle. But if I were to really try hard and stuff, then I would be using these other abilities, and so it wouldn't be wise of me to be spending force points on them only to not use them. So I think I'm just gonna have to not have this. So my plan right now is I'm going to actually load my quick save, because I believe I popped that right before buying it. We'll see. Or right before selling, I think, Bendak's armor, was it? Again, I forget. Or no, Calo. That's what you said, Carlos. Anyway, yes. Chaos already welcomed you, but hello again. Hello, Jolteon, and hello, Sean. Welcome, one and all, to the stream. Yeah, and love the look. It's a good look, right? I thought it looked cool. I mean, this is just look, I'm a Jedi. What did you expect? Yeah, I know. I was gonna see... Right, I was gonna see if I still have that armor. Kalinord's. I do still have Kalinord's battle armor. So this is indeed a save before I sold it and before I bought the exoskeleton. So I don't know if I... Wait, what? Wait, when did these guys get here? Wait, I quick saved when there weren't people. What? You can't just rewrite our agreement whenever you feel like it. The exchange won't stand for it. The exchange is in no position to dictate orders anymore, Savam. It's an M. Who's that? Oh, I skipped it. Tell you everything. What are you talking about? I don't have to clear everything through you. I'm still confused as to why this is here. The shop updates every time you find a star map. This is the game's way of catching you up. He should have new stuff now. But all I did was load a save. That seems weird to me. I mean, I get if I left the area maybe and then came back, it would refresh and this would happen. But I just loaded a save where none of this was happening. That's odd. I think you guys better leave. If you're going to blast him, at least cut me on his own. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, we'll ask him. They're trying to extort me, that's what. They think that just because the exchange is gone, they can take whatever they want from me. We are renegotiating our contract, Savam. You guys better leave. Yeah. Or what? You'll force us? Ha, force, because I'm a Jedi. Yes. See, I like this line, but only if it's actually read in a sort of menacing way. You know, if the very politely part is like threatening, you know? And I can't tell if that's what it's going for. So let's just force persuade them to, you know, change their lives. That's right. You do leave now. Get out of here. But we have not forgotten you, Savam. Thank you for helping, but I really don't think you should have provoked them like that. They can be impulsive sometimes. That's alright, I can be deadly sometimes. Still, at least they ended up all in one piece, right? That's right. I guess I'll talk to him again and see if he has new stuff. Yeah. Let's check it out. So, environmental bastion armor. Defense 7, max dexterity bonus 3, 100% immunity to cold, fire, and sonic, and it's upgradable. Pretty cool. Shadow armor, cheaper, 7 defense bonus, skill plus 4, max dex of 4, upgradable. I had the light exoskeleton, which was right here. I had this one. The heavy exoskeleton costs twice as much, gives 2 more bonus, or 2 more defense, 3 more defense. 2 max dexterity bonus instead of 5. Plus 1 constitution, plus 2 strength. So constitution instead of dexterity, and an additional 1 for strength, and it's upgradable. The assault blade could be nice. I'd have to compare it though. I mean, attack modifier plus 2, it's upgradable, 19 to 20 critical threat. I don't remember if the others are 19 to 20 or just 20. And I don't remember like what the damages are. However, this also has, so it's physical damage 2 through 12, but then bonus of energy damage? I'm not sure how to calculate that one. But, you know, it would be nice to... I was going to say it'd be nice to have a melee character, but I guess I'm kind of in that position at this point. This, I mean, these would be good. Dexterity 3 and Blaster Bolt Deflection, that's always nice. But again, it's still really expensive. And I can sell my racing bonds, as Chaos reminded me. However, that, you know, it's a one-time thing. And once I sell those, then I don't have anything else for, like, really good money. When upgraded fully, his gear is the best in game, also the most expensive in game. This guy's? Yeah, no, I believe it. The issue is that, like, yeah, if I leave, then this stuff is going to change. So if I want any of this, like, I have to act now. And I don't know if I really want it enough to, you know, again, sell the bonds, which are, like, my big moneymaker. Let's try to find the bonds real quick and see how much we'd actually get from them. I kind of wish it were easier. Is there a search option? I don't see one. I mean, I guess how would you really type that in, you know? It would just be a filter option. Why isn't there a filter option? Well, we're nearing the bottom. It's got to be, like, right around here, right? I didn't miss it. Oh, race bond. Here we are. Oh, hey, I got 2 stacks, because I guess it only goes up to 99. He won't lose anything, just adds more to stock. Oh, I have all the time I need. Then, that's better. Okay, so I sell them each for 156, looks like. Cool. Yeah, but if he's just gonna have the same stuff later on and more, I'll just come back at a later time and see if I really want anything. In the meantime, since I am wearing robes, I'm gonna night speed my way out of here. And yes, with Kashyyyk done, with Tatooine done, now we have Manon or Korriban left, and I'm going to go to Manon first, because screw Korriban. I remember that one being more difficult. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I was young and foolish then. But, oh yeah, forgot I had the whole Giska problem. But yeah, Manon seems like a good place. That is where Jolie wanted to go anyway, I'm pretty sure, to get his friend Sunny, if I'm remembering correctly. That's where it was. So, no big deal. Do you want to talk to me now about your mom or anything?
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahn.
My progress?
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continued to walk the path of the light side.
That's true.
Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
Okay. Go ahead.
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
Man, and there's no redemption? That's kind of dark. You seem to know that temptation very well. Heck, you know it is so terrible. Stop the dramatic story to get the picture. Number 1.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side.
Fair enough.
Instead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I don't know, but you should finish this up. I couldn't see myself ever doing such things. Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing? That one.
One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy
It's not
to think
true.
that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because
worries,
there are
Jolteon.
many
I
Jedi
apologize,
who
it's not
succumb
working.
to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
I don't
We
know.
are weakened while
Can't
they
think
are
of much.
strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Goodness gravy, all these lectures. Journal entry time. So, let's see, Bastila. Apparently, Bastila is still playing the role of mentor. She has been studying your progress carefully and had much to say about your actions in the perils of the dark side. Even though my actions were awesome, she just refuses to admit it.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I should probably just talk to these people.
I already
while
told
can.
you, he betrayed us all.
Seems to be more personal than that is all. Come on, Garth, you aren't fooling me. That one.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
But I asked. Hello, Boss Sam. Boss Sam. I swear you confirmed your pronunciation the other day, but I don't remember. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I said night. I do if that's alright with you. 2.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos.
You did, yes.
4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had
It wasn't pretty, no.
a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
Ouch. Yeah.
Of course not, how could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them, and I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
He did tell that story, though. It felt very calm, you know? Didn't mean to pry. She's like your wife. So what? Tough break. Yeah, kind of. All the anger comes from. Number 2.
She had courage, and she was stubborn. A little bit like you in that respect. Never talked her out of anything once she put her mind to it.
That's why he
And
hits
she
on
hated
me.
it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. Now, I had planned on leaving soon to join her.
You didn't say. That one.
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made
So we could
inquiries
still be
and
alive.
followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, that's the story, for what it's worth. I've never talked about it before to anyone. Suppose it's time I finally did.
I think so. Journal entry. See, that was much nicer for me. Karth. You've learned that Karth's wife and son were lost when Saul Kareth, yeah, led the Sith fleet against Karth's homeworld, making him swear vengeance on the man he once admired. Whether he will ever get a chance to make good on his oath remains to be seen. Cool. Then let's head out now. I don't really feel the need to talk to anyone else. Manon would be the blue one. Yeah. So, terrain, worldwide ocean, native species, Selkath, docking, city of Otto. Go. Alright, progress is being made. In the meantime, hope everyone's evening or morning or whatever time it is for you. Hope it's going well. I have had a pretty relaxed day so far, so looking forward to some gameplay now. I actually was thinking earlier today about, like, I don't think we have too many more of these streams left. Like, we have this, yeah, halfway, that's right, almost halfway there. Because we have this one, and then Corbin, and then I feel like there was another thingy, and then another thingy, right? Maybe. I mean, that's oversimplifying things, but we'll see. Come on, load cutscene, you could do it. Don't crash the game. It worries me that it, like, is jumping like this and now is there. Ooh, 1 a.m. I apologize. Well, I hope you're having a good morning then. I feel like it might have died. Sure, Sean. Yeah, go ahead and tell me how the interview went. Hopefully well. And in the meantime, I think we're gonna have to close this and open it again. And hope that it loads properly. Because I feel like... Oh, no, I just clicked. I had to click on it. That's all it was. Okay, weird. Normally you don't click a loading screen to move on. That was a relief, though. I'll say that much. Like... Because every time something bad happens to a game, I'm like, oh, is this the point where it's all just gonna fall apart? Like, where it all starts breaking? Like, it's been a few years since this happened, but I started playing my old Spyro game, you know? And it glitched on one of the loading screens.
You felt it, yes.
Like, near the
Another
end.
vision. The Force continues to work
Couldn't play
through
any
us,
farther, you know?
showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The
Oh,
entire
it
surface
skipped
of
the vision
Lenore is covered
entirely.
by nothing but vast ocean.
I was like, we didn't see that. We didn't see that, did we? It was skipped, right? Like, not on purpose by me, of course, but just game. I'm pulling in my sleeves, by the way. It feels better. Anyway, it doesn't feel better. I lied. It looks better to me. Looks like the star map was underwater. I'll take your word for
The
it.
ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted.
I mean, to be
hidden
fair,
by the
if
native
it's like
Selkath.
the whole
How
planet's
could
covered,
Reverend
yeah.
Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Makes sense. Journal. I keep forgetting I have that level too. So star map, Manon. Manon is an ocean world covered completely by water. The only surface settlement on the planet is the constructed Otto city. Any ancient relics or ruins would probably be below the surface. Makes sense enough. I will level up, I think, once I actually leave the ship, because then I'll be with my partners, and they probably need levels up too. So we'll handle that all together. Figure that's a good way to do it. Thank you, Necrosis. Appreciate it as always. Alright, so we want Jolie. And... Karth. Yeah. Okay, we're doing it. I mean, now at this point, you know, Jolie and I are both melee fighters up close, of course. And Karth is our trusty stand back and shoot people person. So, we're gonna level up now. Skills. You gotta get treat injury up. And persuade, because I'm awesome. And security, because I'm a little bit of a thief. I guess I could get this one. So this one right now, the one I currently have, night speed. Let's see. This power allows a Jedi to move more swiftly than the physical limitations of his body should allow. For the duration of this effect, which is 36 seconds, movement speed is doubled, defense is increased by 4, and 1 attack per round is gained. However, with master speed, 36 seconds still. Defense increased by 4 still. And 2 attacks per round are gained. So I think that is just the, like, natural choice. Stasis field would be good to be able to, like, potentially stasis everyone in a group. However, 2 extra attacks per round is pretty good. But then again, when I consider the fact that I really haven't even been using Night Speed, maybe it would be better to get stasis and then get this one afterward. I think I've convinced myself. I'm gonna get stasis field first, because I do actively use that a lot more than I actively use Master Speed. I think that Master Speed's better. I'm just saying the way that I've been playing, I feel like I'm gonna be using the stasis field more often. Alright, and now for Karth, we will give him that. He only gets 1 point, right. Alright, feats. Well, we already have his dual wield up. We have his power attack up. Do I have him wearing, like, the heaviest armor he could? Because he could benefit from it. Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure, I feel like I have him wearing Davik's armor. I should really see if he would benefit more from, like, KotOR's armor. Because we got KotOR's armor later, which probably means it's better. Hey! Alright. In the meantime, I got that. I was getting his melee up, I think. Because I don't really see the need to get other things up too much. Actually, implants. Maybe this is the guy I start giving implants to. Let's do it. We're doing that. Look, I did it. Can't go back now. Alright, level up Jolie now. We'll give him treat injury too, because he has force powers, which means heal. And, ow, I can actually get him heal now. Done. And... oh, he actually probably has a few levels, huh? We'll get him... you know, we'll get him this one first. Ooh, oh, no? He only has that one? Oh, I didn't realize he was, yeah, level 13. My bad. Oh, well. Chat time real quick. Went well. I'm surprised on how I needed an enemy abuse and how I was picked on. Just got enough footage. Just need to roll with being honest. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad we were able to help, and I'm glad that it worked out well for you. Alright, we're good. Just wanted to check, make sure there weren't any NPCs I wanted to chat with desperately. I'm gonna quick save. Just because I didn't yet.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving...
The Sith are just internet trolls is basically what it is. They're just constantly insulting people and then like, yeah, get mad, hit me. What are you gonna do, you know?
Your wish.
So petty. So bloody petty. I mean, not all Sith, but like how they're portrayed.
Yeah, what are
here.
you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why did the Sith upset you so much? Why do you think? I like to ask you questions.
Well, of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Why are there Sith?
Well, for the KotOR, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the
At least he's
Selkath
honest.
built Atto City in the first place. To explore KotOR.
What is KotOR?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what KotOR is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that KotOR is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what KotOR bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course.
Of course.
The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
They'll stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KotOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering.
Right.
Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KotOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already.
Honestly,
is there anything
probably.
else you require?
No, I think I'm good. I mean, I'll ask.
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nope, we're good. Oh, fine.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's
it's a
pretty
big
much the
city.
only real
What?
city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here.
Yes.
Inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export KotOR, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
It's the only thing they have going for them, really. Sure, why haven't they joined? Because I already asked the other two.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides.
Hey.
Well, that. But I think they're under... Is there any...
It's the same thing.
Of course. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then
Okay.
south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Thanks. Journal entry time. Okay, Republic Embassy. The Republic soldier you met in the docking bays in Manan seemed to think you might have a hard time finding the embassy here in the city. Perhaps it's a big place. He said you go south to the first courtyard, then east to the second courtyard, and it's in the northeast section of that area. Uh-huh. And then you have been advised to see Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy for further information on Manan. Alright. Let's go this way first. Hello, soldier.
Yeah, I can't talk now.
And
I've
this
got to
is
get
just
this
the wall.
KotOR loaded
Yeah.
up before my shift
Okay.
is over.
Oh, right, before I forget, I actually did want to check Karth's stuff. So he has Davik's war suit currently. Actually, defense 8 is pretty good. And it does have these resistances, that's kind of nice. Max dex of 3. What are Kalos? 9, only 1. Yeah, that's where it's bad. How does Kalo, who uses a gun, only get a max dexterity bonus of 1? Like, hit... Oh, because you're... I didn't say to wear that. Yeah. Ha, underwear. 3. So, Davik's is the best that he could do right now to maintain his dexterity bonus while still, like, you know, having good defenses, I think. How much was his? 8? Yeah. Jeez. 11 and 0. That is quite unfortunate, though. I really thought that Kalos would be better. But I guess not. It's okay, the purple suits him. I'm just so used to seeing him wearing that. Oh, you know what I just thought about this planet, though? We were gonna have so many fish people talking to us. Just the language, you know, hearing that constantly.
Karth Onesi, is that you?
It is!
Jordo?
It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you.
You look
old
sickly, man.
Space dog. How've you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich.
So rich.
I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your pretty friend here, hey? How do you do, miss?
I'm pretty, thanks. How are you? Nice to meet you, Jordo.
So what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Zerka now. I didn't see you after...
Zerka.
What I mean
People
is,
gotta work.
my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy. You mean Dustle?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban, though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No.
Uh-oh.
Jordo, Dustle's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustil anywhere. Positive. He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there.
That's
I
not
saw him
great.
suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Karth. Hope everything works out with Dustil.
Dustil is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him. Thank you. I just have to see him. I have to know what happened to him. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
Yeah, shaving and everything. That's gotta suck for Karth, though, just the Sith part. Great that, you know, he's alive, but But the Sith part, probably a little not great. You ran into an old friend of Karth's, who stunned Karth with the news that he had seen Karth's son, Dustil. The only hitch seems to be that Dustil has joined the Sith. He's a student at the Sith Academy on Korriban. Karth has urged you to go there at the earliest opportunity, which for us is after Manon. Why did you come out only to go back in? Weirdo? Did you forget what you were doing? It's not like he was coming out to see us. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Alright, sure.
Got something on your mind?
Oh, you know I do. Why did you decide to come with me? Straightforward.
You got yourself a fast little ship? I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
Yeah, sounds like it. So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
I'm never on the ship, pretty much. No, seriously, tell me, if you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so. Fine, forget it. You know, I want to say this is like a playful jab, so I'm gonna try and hope that it comes across that way.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying.
True on both counts.
You remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther.
That sounds bad. Did you know this personality too? Is this a comment on my breath? You're wrong the question.
So I am. Tell you what, when you get to be my age, you can go ahead and answer any question you like to. You have my permission. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
It's pretty powerful. Never heard of him. Is that what you see around me too? And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the Force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out.
Fair.
Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
He should be like me and never die. Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this story of a point, old man? You're making all of this up. These are all, none of them sound great to me. I'm gonna go with one.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember?
Right.
Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking? As boring as this story, so why didn't you leave? Yeah, that one.
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship.
Oh no!
Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fella, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
And then he died. And they killed Krat, I take it? How did you know? And go on.
Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am?
Oh, he's a cocky one.
Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Finally,
Anyway.
Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics.
It's the only
I
option.
run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
Yeah? I hate you, old man. How can you even be sure Anna is responsible? What does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime...
He wants to see me
go
thrown
on.
into a
My
reactor
throat is
core
dry,
shaft,
making
that
me
one.
Cranky. Shoo!
Alright, journal time. We have Jolie Bindo. You and Jolie have talked a little about his past. You may continue the conversation with him in the future, perhaps once you have gained some more experience. Alright, let's keep going. Do I want to check the docking bay? I don't remember if there's any point. That's what the cell cats sound like, constantly. Just that. Stocking bay is boring so far.
We've got all the proper KotOR trading permits, so back off.
Alright, jeez. I'll just leave you, whatever. Oh, I'm glad it didn't tell me the cameras are back on, though I thought it would. Is there any point continuing on this way? I can't remember if it leads me to, like, another exit. Because I feel like I was supposed to go south for... I don't know. Oh yeah, no worries, Sean. Are you gonna tell me the camera thing again? I can't click past it. That's so annoying. Thank you. Let me break in now.
Damn.
Impossible.
Damn.
Darn it, fine. Well, in that case, we'll just go to the east section that we saw earlier. Let's night speed a little bit. There, now we're faster. Okay. Does master speed or whatever it was, does that make me even faster? I don't recall. That'd be kind of convenient. Might be hard to control, but I'd use it. In fact, I'd probably abuse it. I guess this dude here, as long as you're not just like Zach or something. Jolana Pet, okay. Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name is Jolan, or Jolan, I don't know. Just a traveling Pizak player. No. Don't want to play Pizak. That's the thing I said as I saw him, like, if you're that kind of guy. And he was indeed. I know things too well. Sure, port official. Welcome to Manon. While you are here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. What are the rules exactly? The single most important law in Manon is very simple. KotOR smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed KotOR, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here in Manon, we maintain a careful neutrality, and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontation between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is this understood? I understand. There's a docking fee of 100 credits. You will have to pay this fee each time you dock a Manon, or you will not be permitted into Otto City. See if I can persuade him. The amount of the fee is legislated by the Manon Board of Trade and Tourism. I am not at liberty to haggle on this matter. Darn. Alright. The Manon Board of Trade and Tourism thanks you, Off-Worlder. Here is a visitor guide and map to the city. Refer to it should you have any questions. The gates of Otto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you don't leave the planet. If you do, you'll have to pay the docking fee once more. That's actually not terrible, but... I don't plan on leaving until I'm, like, done with it all anyway. So, this works. Okay, where to go? Maybe I should try to find the... What's it called? Pod race first. Essentially. I mean, it's not quite pod racing, is it? I guess it is. I don't know, something about it seems not quite right to me. Like it's slightly different.
It is you. Oh, I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody
looks
knew where
quite
you
young
were,
in
not even
comparison.
Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention
Oh,
you
it's
and your
Sunry, not
friends.
Sunny. My bad.
The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie.
I thought the
Sunry isn't
last
a
man we
murderer.
ran into told Jolie all
Someone
this.
is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you. Maybe.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay, journal entry. Let's look at that. Sunry murder trial. Manon. Elora has told Jolie that her husband has been imprisoned for the murder of a Sith woman. Elora is adamant that her husband is not responsible and has begged you and Jolie to help her prove his innocence. She says that you can talk to the judges in the court to help get him released. Alright. I still want to look around more. If nothing else, you know, I'm unlocking bits of the map and stuff like that. Human, I wish to speak with you, or to you if you have the time. Alright. Greetings, human. My name is Nilko Boas. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Otto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? It's truly a wonder to behold. I've seen better. You're a lot more friendly than most Selkath here. I don't know about that. Let's just say number 3. I'm afraid you speak the truth, human. My people are suspicious of outsiders. They fear the destruction of our beautiful planet. The beauty of Manon is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. Okay, fair. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask, human. Jedi. I fear there is nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured there will be ample reward for this, human. I only require information, nothing more. Okay. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need me for this? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose and been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. They will. But honestly, I think the Republic probably will too, so. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500 credits.
I'm uncomfortable with spying on the Republic. But if we could assure the Selkath that they mean no harm, then perhaps it might be worth it.
Yeah. Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find why they do not return. Oh, they don't return. You didn't. Okay. You didn't tell me that part before. I'll look into it. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests. And those of the Selkath, of course. Journal time. We got Republic hiring mercenaries. The Selkath Nilko is suspicious about the Republic hiring mercenaries. He claims to be a friend of the Republic and is merely seeking to find out if something is wrong. He says he will reward you if you find out why they've been hiring... I guess that's supposed to be so many lately. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. For now, do you have a name? You do.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak.
Anyone else have names? No.
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
Darn. I'm sorry, man. No name. You have a name? Greetings, human. My name is Shaylas. I have heard it said that you were no friend of the Sith. Is this true? Light upon the galaxy. My allegiance is around business. Actually, kind of like the Sith. They got style. Number 2. You were wise to be so guarded, human, but my sources are rarely wrong, and they have informed me that you were no friend of Malak's people. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay in my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, the youth who will someday leave this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. Oh no! These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human. Something sinister. I can feel it. He's acting like this is a recent thing, but if everyone's here for the KotOR, I assume that's been around for a while. I mean, like, and all the laws and all this, just the workings of the city. It's weird. Anyway, you want me to investigate these disappearances? Number 1. I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Alto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I should look into these disappearances for... Yeah, why not? I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Offworlders and the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Journal. Let's read that. Missing Selkath. You have been approached by a Selkath named Shayless. He claims that many young Selkath have been going missing, including his daughter, Shasa. He wishes to hire you to find out what has been happening to them. Fair enough. Are you just like just a bartender? You're drunk.
Look, lady, we Sith aren't here to make friends, so let me enjoy my drink in peace.
Okay. What about you? You'll talk to me because you're a man, huh?
Say, you must be new around here. My name is Viglo. You don't look like those Republic scum, and you aren't one of us Sith. So what brings you to Manon?
He's just gonna ignore the robes, I guess. Tien Sergeant, I'm just here to check out the swoop races. Just passing through, searching for some ancient ruins, or maybe a long-forgotten star map. Why are the Sith so interested in Selkath youth? I mean, he's drunk, so maybe it doesn't matter.
We Sith are interested in lots of stuff. You'd be smart to keep your nose out of Sith business.
But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I feel like you've had more than a couple drinks. Doesn't even give me the option to do the whole swoop race thing or just passing through. Star map.
You're some kind of historian? You should look to the future, not the past. That's why I joined the Sith. And then I get stuck on Manon. Worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer the whole sector. KotOR, no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Can I buy you drinks?
Oh, I get it. I get a little too forward and you want to hold it against
No,
me.
there weren't any other
I
options.
just thought of something. If I said you had a great body, would you hold it against me?
I get it.
Barker,
Harassment.
I sense I've offended my lady friend. Bring me another round so I can drown my sorrows in the sweet nectar of the Selkath people.
I mean, at least he's aware. Greetings, human. There are a few places in Alto City where off-roaders are welcome, but here they are at least tolerated. I'd like to see what's in stock. Look at those things. Those are in stock. Alright, I think we're about
we
done.
We might have a position within the Sith organization
with this area, I was gonna say.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
That was a terrible point. It's like, hey, we're trying to recruit you. Why would I want to join you? Well, we're gonna win, and when we win, do you want to be with us or against us? Oh, nice. Like, that's not saying at all, like, this is our plan. The only proof that they have that they're, like, they get anything done is the terrace blowing up thing, which he already seems to dislike.
Do we have a deal?
This is weird.
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When
also,
do I start?
that's the same
Just
mercenary.
show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Talk. Okay, fine. Talk to you.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Oh, why?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
That's all we get? Oh. What's she making, Sean? No point in talking to them, I don't think. Because they don't have names. No names. Yeah, the points make no sense, but money's money. I guess you could say that. Oh. Is this the court thing? I didn't mean to already come to this.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they
when the
won a
law is
fair
about keeping the
fight?
peace, yes.
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Otto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. Dang. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Oh, that's cute, Sean. Hope it turns out well. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Anon. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic MC before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? I'd like to investigate the murder case involving Sunri. That is acceptable, I believe. In the non-legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunri's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Yes. So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunri versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client, and I advise you use it wisely. Or advise you to use it wisely. Fair enough? Sunri was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Ilasa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Would they claim to have seen the killing? Like actually seen it happen? Alright. Ilasa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. Who would put the medal in her hand, though? You may question Sunri or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunri. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, just the medal itself is like, oh, someone framed him. That's what it looks like. You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final message. Well, we could try. So, Sunri murder trial. You have spoken to the judges in the court and they have consented to appoint you arbiter in this case. As arbiter, you will defend your client to the best of your ability before the judges. They have given you the following information as well. Sunri, I scrolled down too far. Sunri was seen leaving the scene of the murder after a blaster shot was heard. Sunri has noticeable crippling injuries from his past experience as war hero against the Sith, so it was definitely him. This is testified to by the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. Oh, the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. Okay, gotcha. In the room that he had rented, a Sith woman, Elassa, was found dead, clutching a Republic war medal in her hand. There were 2 witnesses besides the hotel owner. One is Gloopor, a Rhodian who was staying in the next room. The other is Feardeth May, a gambler who was also staying nearby. Their stories seem to corroborate Ignis's. Okay. Well, he said I could talk to the other judges for more details, right? Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist how I can. Well, what do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against the Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem for your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. Oh no. There has been much pressure by the Sith on our government, and even on the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and, ultimately, tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin in such a short time... I do not like the Sith, that I make no effort to hide. I will even admit that if given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. That's all very fair. So did this actually say the Sunry had shot her from behind? Where's the whole Sunry thing? Sunry murder trial, hiders. Oh, it didn't really say. Just dead. Blaster fire. Okay. But I guess shot from behind kind of thing. With medallion clutched to her chest. So this is now Law & Order Star Wars Edition. Yes, fair point. It is indeed. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case and those questions only. What do you think of Sunry? I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as a Sith Elassa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous! But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange such circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? Anything suspicious? I find it presumptuous to assume that the crippled Sunry could kill Elassa. I think that there must have been another there who killed her. Perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the metal clutching Elassa's hand either, but it may have been that she fought them off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I am not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. He does not like the Republic. Fair enough. I mean, I haven't learned anything new that was, like, journal-worthy, at least. No updates there. You know, CSI Manon. I suppose I must spend some time talking to you since you were here in an official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think his Republic masters would let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Is there something else you require? Anything suspicious? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic, Elassa from the Sith. The Great Empires battling now live out the conflict with their minions too. Fair enough. And you, last of all. Since you have been designated Arbiter in the Sunry case, I shall answer questions that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here on Manon, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is as capable as some of the Republic citizens still believe him to be, he is certainly capable of actions that would result in this murder. Suspicious. Well, I have often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. You Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths to defend me.
The Republic believes in justice, as do you. We just want Sunry to be fairly treated, that's all.
What else do you want to ask? Nothing! Goodbye. Alright. Well, now I gotta go around him. Then I gotta go find the prison thing. Actually, do you have anything to add? Nope. Alright. Yeah, let's see if we can find the holding cells or whatever. I think that's the next step, is actually going and talking to Sunry himself. Maybe here? Selkath guard. This seems promising. Darn. Hey, let me in. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. That's not true. I just checked it. If you wish to be in your trial, you must make the request with the Warden, which will then be passed on to the judges. So I want to go here. Talk to Sunry. Yeah, Sunry. And then go to the hotel and talk to people there, and then probably just come and start the trial.
Jolie, what are you doing?
I assume
here?
it'll be like that.
The Lord sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
That's right,
Just
we're
like
arbiters.
old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire. You saved my wrinkled butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
Yes.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Alright, let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think.
So you didn't murder her?
I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith.
Hello, Seth Fury.
I
Welcome to the
turned
stream.
Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead.
Oh.
Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given.
Okay.
Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you.
We'll get her back turned,
They
supposedly.
say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that
So
stupid.
did they have to steal that
Obviously,
first?
the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me.
Well, I feel like that stuff wouldn't really matter as much
See
because he
how the
admitted that
Sith
he
are
actually was there.
manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I
Trying
can
to
help
be
you
impartial,
with?
you know.
I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay. The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, if that's all I had. I need to investigate the case some more. Any days where I should look.
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offloaders. Maybe one of them was holding something back.
I definitely do want to go there, but I have to
you'd be
find
better
it
off
first.
investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter.
So I actually...
Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go
Hold
to
on.
trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
So I actually might have to do this, like, finish the trial, or actually have the trial, later, because if I have to infiltrate... Well, I wouldn't have to infiltrate the Republic Embassy, but the Sith one, then... Yeah. Obviously, I haven't done that yet, so... Sun restoring. Sunry claims that he's been set up by someone to take the fall for Elas's murder. He claims that he was secretly trying to turn her into a double agent for the Republic, and that the Sith most likely killed her as a result of that. Any thoughts, Jolie?
Got something on?
No.
Oh.
Alright, let's go then. Oh, not that way. This way. Not into the wall. Hey, Laura, hello.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
That's true, I have.
My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Right. Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently.
That's a good point, yeah.
That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
It does bother me, though, that people keep being like, he's a cripple, he couldn't take her on in combat, but then they also, like, they followed up with, hit her from behind. You wouldn't have to be able to, like, take her on if you hit someone from behind with a gun. That's just... that doesn't make sense. When it's just between these two, I don't want to make a promise. See, this is a promise. I'll save him. This one is just, might not, because that's how the law works, so...
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay. Let's see. Elora, Sunry's wife. Elora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that this is some sort of frame-up by someone who wants to get revenge on him. Sunry was an old war hero against the Sith, so they might harbor him ill. Well, yeah. Makes sense to me, but... just trying to look at everything. Alright, so we have the Mercenary Enclave there. Auto City Central. Holding Cell. That's just the courts. I guess then that I do want to go to the Central. And then find whatever else I can. Kind of just wander around until I can figure it out. I mean, I say that because I don't think I have much of the map uncovered, but maybe I do. East Central, Port Official, and then Docking Bay. So then let's just run straight across real quick. And we'll go to that other central area. And we should be making progress from there. Because I want to be able to find like where the Sith Embassy is, where the Republic Embassy is for that matter. I assume those would be on opposite sides, but maybe not. I still want to find like the pod racing, or the swoop racing, that's why pod racing sounded weird to me, because it's swoop racing.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered.
And then the hotel.
It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
Hold on, I'll address that after this.
When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core.
Malak could, yeah.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
I mean, yeah, when you have that kind of capability, how do you not just win the war immediately? Like, honestly, just like hyperspeed in and then blow the planet up. Yeah, I'm not using Manon Reborn. I'm not using any mods. Like, 1, I'm not aware of them. 2, usually not a big fan of mods. And 3, I didn't know it existed. I think that was what I said in 1.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Anyway, for the sake of the month's pay, but since you remember the Republic, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Ah, friend of the Republic, eh? I too am friend. Give discount. I have heard from several customers that you are now the arbiter during the murder trial of Sunry, the Republic war hero. I admire you for accepting this position. I have no doubt Sunray has been framed by the Sith. If there's anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will be happy to help. Do you know about the Sunray case? Unfortunately, I cannot offer any good insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene, or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. And then just as you wish, human. My inventory contains the finest Aerotech equipment you can find in Manon. All of it far superior to the Zerga Corps will the Sith are so fond of. Okay, cool. Medpacks, parts. Got some weapons. Okay, I think we're good. Not a ton of stuff. Doesn't look like. What's this one? Well, Constitution +3 would be nice, but more expensive than I can afford, and it's implant level 3. Karth only has 1 right now, so darn, I guess. And this is just its own little cubby. Okay. Let's uncover the map a little bit more. And Chaos says, in that case, this trial is a bit glitched up. Still able to finish and get a good ending, but the evidence in the Sith embassy is not obtainable without use of consequence. Oh. Weird. Alright. I guess I won't obtain that then. Oh, hello, Shady Rhodian. Why do you bother me, human? I do not wish to speak to you. Why are you just standing here in a corner? I am here for my own reasons. Those who know of me and wish to do business know I can be found here. You will either do business with me or leave. Business? I trade and sell Bazak cards for those that have interest. If you have interest, then we can do business, otherwise leave. So this is where it would get better. Bazak would get better for me because, you know, you get the plus minuses, and those are awesome. However, I've not really been doing Bazak, and I figure now is not the time to just start all of a sudden. So we won't for now. Where is this going? I don't know. But now we know that that guy's there if we ever decide we do want to do it. Okay, so that's Auto East. Is there more here that I wanted to clear up a little bit? No, I don't think so, actually. So I guess I will go this way. We'll see. Yeah, interesting that that's the thing, though, Chaos. Ah! Okay, that was weird. I don't know if it showed up on the stream, but... Are you guys...
Hey! This street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
No I don't.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Alright. You be that way, lady. Like, hey, we're gonna make up this law to get money. That's against the law. Look at you hiding behind laws. Like, what are you, an idiot? Alright, swoop registration. I could talk to people and get their little backstories, or I could ignore all that and just go for the races. So let's do that one, because that one sounds better. Hello there. Are you looking to book the swoop course for a practice run? There'll be a small position fee of 20 credits to have your swoop bike readied. I want an officially timed race. Please speak to the course regulator for information on challenging the current leaders in each race category. All right. No thanks. Goodbye. It's this dude, I assume. Greetings to you, Off-Worlder. Are you here as a spectator, or will you be entering the swoop field as a contender? The second one, yes. I am interested in racing. I'm sure you are. We welcome all racers, regardless of professional status. We're trying to maintain a full field of competitors. Of course, with destruction and terrorists, we're in a bit of a rebuilding phase. Our sector champion was one of the casualties there. Oh, no. I'd like to sign on as a racer. You are welcome to prove your skills here, regardless of experience. The course is open to any that have the means to participate. 100 credits must be paid for each officially timed attempt that you make. This amount will be due before each race. Sure. Very well, but before we place your swoop in the starting position, I must collect a 100 credit fee. I thought you said you did that did I just completely... Would encourage new racers. I would tend to agree. We already have a number of racers that are struggling. I will drop the fee to 50 credits. Awesome. Paying it. Very good, Off-Worlder. Now we must determine what time you will be trying to beat. Let's have a look at the standings. Tweedle is a local favorite, but this won't be much of a race. His swoop simply isn't professional quality. Time to beat, 2382. Manon Swoop Racing Bands, we have a race about to commence. To show your respect as the newcomer challenges Tweedle for round 1 placing. Crap, is it space or is it left click? gonna go with left click. And... ow! Oh man, that really slowed me down. Yeah. If I hadn't hit that obstacle, I would have made it, but I hit the obstacle, so I didn't make it. Yeah, Chaos, that would be frustrating. I agree. Why are they booing me? That's so mean. That was unfortunate. Your performance just now was not of very high quality. You'll need to improve. Doing it again! Screw you, let me race. I can't skip past that. Oh, I kind of can? It's one of those dumb things. Alright, here we go. Go! Let me just also skip all of the boosting pads. Jeez. Okay, well I beat the time at least. Yeah, man, hitting an obstacle really messes your race up. Like, you don't win if you hit one. Oh, look at me dance. That's lame. Stop it. Who decided that dance was good for the Star Wars universe? Winners of the first round are paid 500 credits. It's enough to cover your expenses, but you'll have to keep racing to really make it pay. That's true. We'll record this for future reference and wish you well on your attempt to reach Sector Champion. I'm ready to race. Very well, but before we place the swoop in starting position, blah 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 fee. 23.25. Alright. Let's see if I can do it. Go! Son of a gun, I lost. I lost, just like that. There's no point once you hit an obstacle. There's no point. These obstacles, though, are, like, hard to see. Harder than the other ones. Oh, shut up. I'm better than you. Alright, trying it again. Did I just, like, quick load the other times I was racing? Because I swear it didn't take as long to get back into a race. Like, this one's obnoxious. Are you kidding me? I clicked! I did click! Again, that's like hitting an obstacle. I've already lost. Here I am gonna try anyway. Ah, man. No, see, I'm not better than the people in the Sector Championship, but I'm better than all of these weebs. And I don't know why I say weebs, because I don't know if they watch anime. I also don't care if people like anime. It just seemed appropriate at the time. Alright, give me more racing stuff. I don't like this course so far. The other courses were a lot easier. Like, I only had to redo those, like, really on the last ones. But then this one, it's like, I had to redo on the first, and now I've had to redo the second one multiple times. Hopefully I'm not just getting, like, slow. Like, as far as reaction speed, stuff like that. Go, go! Go! I missed it. Friggin'. Did I? Oh, I did it in time? I thought it was 23:35 or something. Hey, I'll take it. If I gotta move on, I'll take it. Heck yeah. The second round is worth 2,000 credits to you. Many racers bow out when they reach this level, but I have a feeling you won't. Dang right. You'll have to be flawless to achieve that. Oh crap, I'm not flawless. I'm ready to race. Before you do, your next race would be against the leading time set by racer Hukta Jax. He was very insistent that you speak with him first. Please, try not to anger the Gamorrean. He could prove troublesome, and we don't want the scandal of having to jail professional swoop racers. Where is he? He will be in the Racers Lounge, the room just to the east. Oh, jeez. Alright. He's gonna try to tell me to, like, lose. The race organizer, Manon, says that current sector champion Hukta Jax wants to speak with you before you do another official race. Alright, saving. I actually haven't seen the Netflix Death Note, but I've heard that it's not good. Not, like, from an anime adaptation standpoint, and not even from, like, a movie standpoint. So. Yeah, you come talk to me. I got something to say to you, little racer. Hukta Jax doesn't like how fast you go. I told you once already, and I want you to remember, you don't win the sector champion spot. If you do, there will be trouble. Alright. I will race and I will win. Then you and Hukta Jax are gonna have problems, I promise you that. You was warned, fair and square. I don't care. See how well that talk went, guys? Alright, ready to race. The non-race fans, the new contender now addresses the time of Hukta Jax, something else because I clicked off of it. Here we go. And go! Wait, did he actually tell me what time I was trying to beat? Because if so, I don't remember it. Oh, that's probably the thing I accidentally skipped over at the very end. I don't know. Nope. That wasn't fast enough, because this was slower than my last race time. It only made you puke 4 times. Let's see. Speaking of Netflix, anyone thinking about seeing the new Punisher? I haven't even seen the... I haven't seen the Punisher series, assuming that was a series. I haven't watched Luke Cage yet. I only started whatever the female one was. I don't remember. What was that one? Jessica Jones? Was that it? Yeah, I got like a few episodes into that, I think. And go! I still didn't see what time it was to be. Come on, me. No, crap! Nope, I lost. Well, let's just keep doing this, guys. This is the stream now. Can't skip past any of this nonsense. Alright, let's go. One of these days I'll actually remember to check and see what the time is I'm trying to beat. Because all I know to do is try to beat the time that I got, like, the last race, you know? Which was 22, like, 30-something, whatever. So, you know, if I don't beat that, then I know that I lost. Son of a gun! I keep hitting that one. I mean, I keep either hitting that one or just missing all of the boost pads on that last stretch. Ugh. I don't even like swoop racing, I just don't want to leave it undone, you know? Like, if there were a Pazak tournament, I probably would feel compelled to do that too. Even though I don't love Pazak. I didn't check the time again, dang it! But you know what I mean, like, I feel like this is something that you should be doing when you get here. You know, when you get to, like, all the new planets that have this kind of option. And I'm not saying it's, like, bad or not fun. But, you know, when I feel like I have to do it, and then it gets hard like this, and I'm streaming, and people want to see the actual, like, mission and stuff, that's when I feel bad about it. No, come on, go! Is that fast enough? Is 22:06 fast enough? Yeah! It's fast enough, okay, good. Easy. Why did you bow? Why did you just bow like that? I wasn't cheering for you. Greetings, Sector Champion. You've proven a spectacular racer despite the near-lawless taunting of Huckta Jax. Oh, you're aware of that. You have won a great deal of money. The payment for becoming Sector Champion is 5,000 credits. That will be the last amount offered for now. When we begin a new round of races, we will make certain you are notified. Phew. Alright, we did that. Now then. Now it's completed quest, I assume. Yep. You have beaten the 3rd round of races on Manon and become Sector Champion. Heck yeah. Let's go rub it in his face. Hey, Jax. Huckta says you weren't a big enemy. You should have lost when you... you should have lost when you was told to lose. Now something's gotta be done. Alright. Not here because Cellcath cameras are watching. It's too smart, or I's too smart for that. I get you when you least expect. You just wait. So you're gonna get me where there are no cameras where I least expect it. However, it always notifies me when there are no cameras, so good luck. In the meantime...
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Me? Oh, alright. Man, I was just walking around. Kind of turned on me, alright. Let's go this way. Hotel? Maybe? Yordle's Emporium. Alright, we'll see what this is first. Is this like...
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable. And a real bargain at that price.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
Get out of my store. I'm sick of you sitting with your stupid jokes. I've got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Remember that I'm evil and stuff. I like to make fun of things. Dick. Alright, what's up, man? Are you here to mock me as a Sith, or do you actually want to buy something? I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm T.N. Sergeant. I'm interested in buying something. Yeah. Please forgive me. I had no cause to be so rude to you. The Sith make such trouble for me, and business has been slow. But that is no excuse for my tone. I apologize. Please, let us start off on the right foot. Welcome to the used goods store of Yordle Ixlis. If there is anything I can help you with, all you need to do is ask. Alright. But the repairs I have done to them, my items are as good as new for a fraction of the price. Cool. Computer spikes? I mean, yeah, but they're still relatively expensive. And since this is all like droid stuff anyway, I'm gonna pass. But hey, we got to see the Sith be a-holes for no reason, so that's always fun.
I know you.
Yeah.
You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I mean, you know, I'm looking for evidence and stuff. I have business with the Sith. I want to ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
Fair. Do you know about the Sunray case? Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries? Sure, that one.
Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Cellcath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else?
You know, the only directions we were given were to the Republic Embassy, and that's like the last thing I found. I mean, they still haven't found it, so. Sunray case.
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Cellcath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Cellcath Youth.
I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there anything else?
You're annoying. Leaving.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Alright. It's like this? Like that's cool? Darn. Can't get inside. Well, he wasn't lying at least. And night speed so I can run around again. Where have I not been then? This is General Shop, Sith Base. I guess I want to go back to the Central, so back we go. I mean, I think we're clear over here. I could be wrong, but I'm remembering like another entry to the Sith Embassy. I don't remember like the location. Oh, wrong way. But I don't remember having like actually going through the front. I remember leaving from the front. That's about it. Okay, so we're back on the right path. We'll just have to find exactly where to go from here. So I'm going to use my map a little more often here. Try to figure it out. Probably up here. I'm going to head up just down the middle. Seems as good a bet as any, right? I mean, it's clearly less explored than other areas. Republic Embassy! Look, we found it. What's this way, then? Visitors Hotel! Hey! Okay, this is actually... I want this one more. We're gonna quick save real quick, because why not?
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too.
That's right. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
So he started running after the shot. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could have gone up after he left. I'm not gonna like keep pushing him. So let's ask something else.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
And who were the witnesses?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type.
I see.
Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know? But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Bazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
No.
Well, okay. If you need anything else,
Casual
I'm gonna be
racism.
Right here.
Yep. Journal entry. Ignis, the hotel owner. Ignis is the proprietor of the hotel that the murder of Alasa occurred at. That was an awkward sentence. He told you that he heard the blaster shot go off, then saw Sunray hobbling away from the scene of the crime. Okay, so let's talk to the people. Not that door. Feareth Me, hello.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
Weird, I thought you were a mercenary. Also, I thought you were the one that told Karth about his son. Like, they just use the same models so often, you know? Anyway. Like, they could at least switch up the face and, like, the outfits and stuff. Maybe they did, but I don't think so. Anyway, what do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course.
Always.
Keep the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
Antics like what? Just having a relationship?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Did you? Did you really not? What did you see?
Well,
success.
One time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Fair. Lightsaber does not mean anything. I have a lightsaber too. You know, she was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Okay. Let's check this journal entry then. Feareth Me, the Bazak player. Feareth told you he once brushed up against Alasa and her cloak fell open to reveal that she was carrying a lightsaber, the mark of a Jedi. It would seem that Alasa may have been a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. Is this new? Maybe, yes. Elora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that this is some sort of frame-up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because it just stopped here before. But then, you have heard rumors that Sunry may have been cheating on his wife. Perhaps you should ask Elora about this. Perhaps I should. She's not gonna like it, though. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna steal from the hotel real quick. Anything else you want to say?
You again. I was in... You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yeah.
Maybe he'll let me do it again. Yeah, okay.
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot.
Oh no!
Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's interesting bit of information. Like, did he really wait a minute, though, before peeking out? If Sunry were really running, did he really wait a minute before running? I don't know if that's exaggerated or how little knows, you know. You here with Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already said everything he knows. Or say. Questions about the murder of Elassa. Glupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor have no reason not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder, everything about Sith Lady's room. Why are we at the hotel? Glupor staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor save for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days. Using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Glupor not see murder, oh no. Glupor did see Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name, Glupor thinks. Glupor sees Sunry running away from scene of crime. Alright, what about Elassa's room? Glupor just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How you know someone paid Glupor? Well, Sithman came up to Glupor after murder, before Selkath arrived. He say he gave Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Okay, so the Sithman paid him to put the metal into his hand. Glupor good. Glupor plants evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor not recognize Sithmen anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not bother to tell them. Well, that, and the Sith may say he killed Glupor if Glupor speaks. Oh no. Poor Glupor. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Poor Glupor. Alright, journal entry time. Glupor the Rhodian. Glupor confessed that... I've said Glupor so many times this stream. Glupor confessed that the Sith made him plant the metal as evidence against Sunry after the murder occurred. It would seem that the Sith are indeed trying to point blame at Sunry. I like how I have no clue what's happening, but I'm still watching. I like that fact too, Boss Sam. Boss Sam.
On it.
Boss.
Done.
That's right. I broke in. Like a boss. Get it? 'Cause it just said your name a moment ago. Oh wait, so I broke in here. I figured there would be like evidence I could look at. But no, it's just a single med pack. Alright. Let's get out of here then. I mean, I think that's it. Maybe I could talk to this dude again and see if it all matches up. Like,
you were
if there's
the one
anything
defending
new.
Norm, the other don't know anything.
Alright, I think we're good then. Time then to go try to find Elora again. Mysterious man. Hello, mysterious man.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Okay. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are
Hello, Netflix. Welcome to the stream.
And both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
No. I think so, kinda, huh?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Okay. They just give it to me, or should I believe you if I enough of you? That one.
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market?
No, I don't.
You would have to be devious to get what you want.
Devious, you
Heed
say?
my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
What's unfortunate about this then is, according to Chaos, I can't get the evidence that's in the Sith Embassy, which means that if I get the stuff in the Republic Embassy, which is probably going to be bad for the Republic side, like I'm just not going to have all the information, I'm not going to get the full story, that's going to be kind of awkward. But while the Republic Embassy is here, I probably should go and actually check it out, because I almost forgot and walked away. So here we are. On stream proceed. Thank you. I appreciate that. And here we have Roland Wan.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require
Well,
aid.
thank you, Roland. Why are your soldiers loading so much KotOR? I feel like that's pretty obvious, but why not?
KotOR is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, KotOR becomes even more valuable.
Right.
As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest KotOR and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our KotOR supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Chaos, I would say after the trial, you can let me know what the evidence was, because I am curious, but I don't want it to sway me, you know? Anyway. Yeah. Question about Otto City. I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council, perhaps you can help me with it. Investigating the Sentry case. This one first.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
That's one possibility.
If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
I guess if that's really all I can do, I'm on a mission.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
Oh, we'll see, Roland, we'll see. Seek a star map.
An ancient and forgotten race.
That's right.
And you think it may be here on Manan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
About that, Seth, could he just use force persuade his way through the trial? It seems that pretty much everywhere in the city, and I would assume that includes the trial room, it would all be recorded like on camera. So even if you could manipulate like physical documentation or just their minds, pretty sure the evidence would be against you in that case. Like everyone would just be like, oh look, the Jedi was there, and then they're all suddenly conforming to her ideas. Like, I feel like that would be pretty obvious. So, yeah. What would you want me to do? Come on, tell me this one.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is forced. Like, I don't think even a forced persuade would work. If my normal persuasion won't work, I have a bloody high persuade, you know? I think it's just, I gotta do this.
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Okay. Where's the droid? What do you want me to do? Yeah.
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Fair enough. And Seth, I agree, probably would be funny, just not very practical. How do I get into the Sith base? Yes.
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you. although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Are they torturing him? Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
With computer use? Because I'm not great with that. Crap.
The Sith visiting the luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility.
Oh, that's
you should
inside
find
their
all
facility.
you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Yeah, we could try to decrypt the pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been
probably
too
fail
difficult so
because
far.
I'm not good at
Maybe
patterns
you'll
and
have better
stuff.
luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Like at first I was thinking it was about computer use, but now I think it's more like, you know, in Tatooine we were trying to disable the droid's like explosive programming kind of thing. I think it's more like that. So here it is. You have spoken to Roland Wan, the representative of the Republic Embassy on Manan. He says that he may have information about the star map, but will only tell you what he knows if you retrieve the remains of a Republic probe droid lost recently to the Sith. The droid has sensitive data recordings of its mission outside of Otto City, and the Republic wants it back before the Sith are able to decrypt it. To do this, you will need to enter the Sith Embassy. He has said that there are 3 ways to get into the Sith base. 1. You can interrogate a Sith prisoner who was found snooping around the Republic Embassy. He knows a passcode that allows him entry to the Sith base. 2. You can decrypt some captured Sith passcards and use them to open the door to the base. 3. You can use the key Roland gave you and force your way into the Sith-controlled hangar and fly outside Otto City into the embassy through the rear entrance. The hangar is located at the west end of the Otto City docking bay. Once you have entered the Sith base, retrieve the data module and return it to Roland. And then Manan. Roland Wan, the Republic diplomat on Manan, has indicated that he may know something about ancient ruins on Manan. He first requires you to retrieve a data module stolen by the Sith and bring it back to him before he'll tell you anything. How do I do the passcard thingy? Is it in here? Is it at the terminal? Or is that for that? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna save just in case. No? Alright. Oh, do they have their own terminals? No, they don't. That's weird. Alright, might as well check the rest of this. Restricted access, maybe we could get inside. Darn. Can't get inside there. Oh well. What about that door? That's a neat little door we haven't tried yet. Computer room. This seems like it'd be good.
You're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh?
That's right.
Oh, good luck. You're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of passcards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
I see. Terminal sequences?
The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system.
Fair enough.
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings.
Go on.
Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon.
Since
Roland
good.
said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Okay. Well, I'll certainly give it a go. That's not it. Here it is. Okay. I could... Hold on. I want to be sneaky. I just want to see what there is to slice into this. Oh, geez. 100 spikes. Restricted data archives, 4 spikes. Sure. Downloading summary incident archive. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on the wall. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls out a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Elassa. Well played, Sunry, well played. Alright. Sunry murder trial. As an arbiter, you must defend Sunry to the best of your ability. However, you have found a data recording that clearly shows Sunry killing the Sith woman Elassa. Can you continue your role of arbiter impartially, knowing that your client has committed such a crime? I mean, I feel like lawyers do that a lot, but... you know, decrypt Sith pass card. 1, 2, 4, 7... Okay, so each time it's adding 1 and then adding 2, then 3, 4, 5. So now it'd be 22. I did 1. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, minus 0, minus -1, minus -2. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 64, 32. So what is this, just dividing by 2? Oh, that was, okay. Terminal sequence 1, 32, 81, 64, 25. Okay, this one I am not sure about. This one seems completely different than the other ones. Okay, well, maybe I should actually pay attention. This is accessing exponential matrix. Okay, so all of these are exponents of something. Wait, are they? As in, like, what's... This could be a really dumb question, but what's 32? Because, I mean, 5 times 5 is 25, and then... Oh, duh, exponents, but... No, wait, that still applies, because that's what squared is, at least. I don't think there's a... Is there another exponent that would give me 32? I mean, maybe if I do something cubed. It didn't say it has to be, like, squared. No, not that one. But then that one's too high. To the 4th power? That's too high. I don't bloody know this one. Oh, however, if we're just going to be going with exponents, we can rule out 3 and 6. 1 was already there, so I'm gonna guess that this one's 9. Hey, look, I did it. Okay. If I actually paid attention to all of it and just looked at the answers, the solutions. Logarithmic. Oh gosh, I don't know logarithms. I don't know logs. Okay, terminal sequence pairs. 1, 0. I assume that's not minus. That's just a dash. Is it minus? I don't bloody know. But yeah, 1, 0, 8, 3, 32, 5, 128. Ooh, jeez. I don't know logs like at all. I have no idea what this would mean. Trying to see if there's any relationship pattern that I can get, you know, between the pairs. But I don't see how, like, 1 and 0 would relate to 8 and 3, or how that would relate to 32 and 5. And so since I can't find a pattern in that, I don't know how I would determine a pattern with 128 in one of these other numbers. Man, is this the one where I'm gonna be stumped just because I don't know logs? Wait, is that, KS, is that for this one? Or was that for the last one for the exponents? Fair enough. Yeah, that was for the previous one, yeah. And it's a 32 one, because I didn't go far enough with, yeah, like 2 to the power of 5, as you put it. But I don't know what this one would be at all. I have no idea. You know, a lot of times my default answer for numbers is just 7. So... I mean, technically, well, it says 10325. I don't know if the ordering is, like, of any consequence. I don't know if that specifically matters. And, you know, the hyphen or the, yeah, is in a different spot. Darn. Okay, well, on the bright side, we pretty much have this now. So it was 22. 18, 64, 2, 9, 8. No, not 8. But we're getting close then. 22, 18, 64, 2, 9, 6. Nope. Wow, we did every one wrong on that one. 64, 2, 9, 5. What? So you actually have to get that. So I got one wrong partway through? Is that what it's saying? Oh, crap. Which one did I get wrong then? Was it the exponent one? Is that what you guys were trying to tell me? Or were you just trying to, like, be nice that I had done it wrong? Because I just did, like, every option for that last one. It's not 9. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, now I see what you were saying with your post, Chaos. I didn't realize that it went exponent 6, exponent 5, exponent 4, exponent 3, exponent 2, exponent 1. Okay. So then, it's 6, right? Am I wrong? Because 6 exponent 1 is just that. But now I have no idea what this one is then. 7. Hey, it was 7! Alright. Good. Wow, that's done with. We did the thing. Do I go talk to him now?
Have you managed to retrieve the data?
No. Alright. You know, it's kind of one of those things though where like I have, if I can't get the evidence from the Sith embassy, then I kind of just might as well go and start the trial soon, right? Also, I don't remember where Elora was. I want to talk to her, but I don't remember where she was, like, at all. I will check the East Courtyard, because why not? And if she's not there, I don't know. We'll do something. I think for some reason the last one's 8. I had no, yeah, just so you know, I had no reason to think that it was 7. 7's just a number that I often choose with things, because that's what my older brother did. Crap, Elora, where are you? Outside the courthouse. Where's the courthouse? I don't remember that one either. General shop, Sith base. I think I'm on the wrong way then. Like entirely. In the wrong section. Well, fair enough. I'm glad we got past that bit of math-related stuff. We gotta go back to our sci-fi fantasy here, you know? Okay, so the courthouse is still not anywhere here, which means that I probably just want to go to the west courtyard. So, this way. Yeah. Okay. Everyone in agreement? This is a good plan? I'll check the map again. Port official. There. So, out of west. Just gonna go all the way there. Ah, and then once we're done with all these politics, we'll actually get in the Sith Embassy and maybe get to some combat. Elora, I found you.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
Persuade.
Of course not.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that.
And you look surprisingly young.
Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. I started seeing Elasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew.
I see.
But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it.
Maybe that was his way of doing so.
Maybe the woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
That's really what it looks like. He's a soldier, though. He's killed many Sith before. Save him. That one.
That was a long time ago. In a war, far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
You can't prove his innocence when he's not, though.
This is all a plot to
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I...
Find the real evidence.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so journal entry. Under pressure, Elora confessed that Sunry had been having an affair with the Sith woman Elasa, but that he had been going there to end the affair. Jolie, what do you... there you are. What do you make of this?
Got something on you. Oh.
He just doesn't care about this at all. I don't know if he's even paying attention. He might not be. But like, I think then, yeah, at this point, I should probably just go and start the trial. What do you guys think? Think it sounds good? You know, maybe I should straight up ask him, like, hey, I saw you do it.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial. Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture. Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
That's right. Let's go over the evidence.
You know I was having an affair with Elasa.
Yeah, I didn't even tell him that.
Went there to break it off that night. Well, I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Elora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. Found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man.
Yeah.
My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk. Even further, they say they found my hero. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples,
supposedly
clothing
did
fibers.
plant the evidence.
Why isn't there anything like... I hope you can see how the Sith are
you know,
manipulating the
told me.
Selkath. And probably even you to... Anything else I can help you with?
A few things.
Go ahead, ask.
Planted evidence of the murder scene. No, you go to the center. I got that public stating. Yeah, this one then. Yeah.
How would they know? I heard...
Oh yeah,
you should
I
ask
already
everyone
told that.
about...
A few things to clear up. Rodian.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan.
Glupor, yeah.
Except for Tyvark and this one named Glupor who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a
That seems like it was a really dumb thing to say.
He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Because the whole thing, we're asking him about a murder that took place at the hotel, and we say there's a Rodian. He's all, Rodian? I didn't know there was a Rodian on Manon, except for that one who hangs out at the hotel all the time. Really? That didn't click anything with you? Like, that means nothing? Alright, I know you're guilty, Sunray. Got the Republic State recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then
No, you didn't.
I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Simple this.
I saw the recording.
But once I
you
realized
both walked into
what
the
I'd
room,
done,
and you did it.
I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
Not eventually, yeah.
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence. So they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
I mean, yeah, honestly, it was murder. It was murder.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunray, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved to die.
You realize people could probably hear you, right? Killing your lover while she sleeps in murder, even if she is murder, even if she is Sith. Suppose you're right, won't expose you. If you confess, the court might show mercy. Yeah, let's go with that one.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KotOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KotOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
Suppose you're right, won't expose you. You, Sunray. We both know you have to open up to your crimes. 2.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KotOR in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid, and it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KotOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunray, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
All right, I'm absolutely gonna turn him in now. He's being a jerk. Confronted with the evidence of the recording of him killing Alasa, Sunray admitted to his crime. He refuses to confess to the court, however. He says he will not betray the Republic or harm it because of what happened. Gotcha. Alright, well, with that, I think we're good to go. Suri the Arbiter and the Sunray Alasa murder case then. I hope you are as impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-roaders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? Well, I mean, I guess he does that. Sunray's from the Republic, Alasa was from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to know? But as to the details, that is for the judges or courts to decide. Well, they don't really decide the details. But yeah, are you certain, human? Once a trial has begun, it cannot be stopped. And once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the Arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Or are you certain you wish to begin the trial? So I am going to start the trial now, unless someone happens to stop me right before I do it, but with the Twitch lag, I assume no one will. But as I've said, I think that I found all of the evidence I can. Unfortunately, like, with the limitation that I can't get the evidence within the Sith Embassy, because apparently I don't have the mod to do it, and otherwise, like, it's glitched out, and so I can't get it. So that is very unfortunate, because I would like to get all of the evidence and actually give the proper, you know, like, trial and get the proper result, but I don't have that capability. So I'm just going to begin the trial, and we'll do what we can. So, yes, let's begin the trial and go. Very well, human. I shall advise the court, and we will begin immediately. Okay, stop talking. Grossing me out. Let the record show that the trial of Sunray versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding are judges Shalkar, Josa, Nalishakan, Koda, and Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability of Sunray in the death of the Sith Ilasa. Representing Sunray in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Sunray is guilty of the murder. He has confessed to me. Sunray is guilty of the murder. I have this recording as proof. Yeah. A recording? Let this new evidence be entered in the records. Ah, this new evidence is most convincing. Yes, it seems to be. This shortens the trial considerably. In light of this new evidence, there is no need to proceed with witnesses or cross-examinations. This court hereby finds Sunray guilty of the murder of the Sith Ilasa. In accordance with Selkath law, the prescribed punishment for murder is death. The verdict has been delivered and this trial is now over.
I don't believe this. I mean, Sunray should be remembered as a hero, not as a murderer. That isn't right.
Remove the guilty party from this courtroom. Like, kind of a shame we didn't get to, like, talk at all about the plants, because that's important, but I felt that I mean, like, realistically, I should have been like, actually, Your Honor, could we still talk to the other people because it's bigger than that? But, that didn't happen. Like, would it be worth? Let's see. As to the evidence in the Sith base, a video of Ilasa speaking with the Republic Embassy head. Then Ilasa's master forced persuading Sunray and altering his memory. Oh, that's quite interesting, actually. But yeah, do you guys think it would benefit me? I guess I'm mostly asking Chaos. Do you think it would benefit me to reload, go through with other stuff? Oh, I'm sorry. Other stuff first? Like, just have my opening statement be like... Well, the other opening thing was he's guilty, he confessed, when he did not, and he did not agree to confess. I don't know, it's confusing, but it's just such a shame that all of that other stuff went to waste, like, you know, Glupor planting the metal, their relationship, like, all of that other stuff. I guess they're just really objective, and it's like, well, did he kill her or did he not? He did, guilty. But the context is so important. So it's a shame. But I guess we're done with the trial. And I will actually, I didn't look at it because it was in completed quests and I was lazy, but here we go. You have presented a data recording of Sunray killing Ilasa to the court, and they have summarily found Sunray guilty as charged. Due to the nature of the crime, the death sentence has been decreed. Justice has been served. And active quests. Video auto finds him guilty. If you defend him correctly, you find the Sith guilty of conspiracy. If you defend him correctly... Ugh, man, you're making it sound like I didn't defend him correctly. Okay, wait, when you say defend him correctly, do you mean like actually not showing the video? And going through stuff? Because if so, I'm gonna reload. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save here. Because I haven't saved since like we started, so we're still in Yavin there. But we're gonna reload our last quick save, which was right here. Because, you know, if I'm gonna get like more experience or whatever for actually going through the trial instead of just auto-proving that he's guilty. It wasn't a defense at all, no, it wasn't.
Check
It was
in
just
on
a
an old
matter
man? I must confess, once you...
Alright. Never mind. If it's not gonna give me more experience or whatever, it's not gonna change the story in any, like, meaningful way. Because I would still say he's guilty. Like, I would still fight for him to be guilty. Because that's the truth. And, you know, whatever. I don't care about him. But, yeah. What even was I gonna do now? I guess I'll level them up while I kind of think about that. So skills, we get that up a little bit more, and for feats, we were working on his implants, so now that's level 2. Awesome. I should actually probably check. Do we have anything he could really use? He's about level 1. I could either get his vitality up a little bit more. What would that boost you to? To nothing, apparently. But this one definitely shows some stuff. So we're good with that, and now let's level up Jolie. Skills then, treat injury up 1. Powers, we can give him... I guess that. There you go. Good man. Alright. Yeah, it was a bad choice of words, Chaos. You should feel ashamed. Okay, but at this point, it seems we're ready to actually break into the Sith embassy, are we not? And that was somewhere else. That was a ways away. It's gotta be toward the central then, right? Alright, good night, boss. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah. Alright, well that's my current plan for now, guys. Just so you're aware, we are heading to try to find the Sith embassy, and I'll just see if I can break in straight away, sort of dealy. I think we want to go, like, pretty much all the way over. Can't I run yet? Well, no, I mean, that was the thing. I was kind of asking about that sort of already, Chaos, and that, well, one, I didn't expect the trial to just immediately be over because I showed the footage. I definitely thought that I should have been able to, like, the game should have allowed me to then say, oh, wait, there's more, and then, you know, give my other evidence. Because otherwise it's just, like, really one-sided. But if it's just a matter of, like, how the player felt, you know, if it's not, you get, like, better rewards, whether experience or otherwise, or it really impacts the story differently, I don't care that much about that little side quest. So if it would have changed the story significantly in a meaningful manner, or if it would have given me more benefits, then I probably would have gone back and done the trial differently, but I still would have found him guilty either way, so yeah. Let's go. Let's a quick save. Now we go. While waiting, or when walking, the awareness skill constantly scans for hidden hazards. Running imparts a penalty. Oh, I'm running all the time.
I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I have a pass card.
Your pass card is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately.
Oh, hello, Commander. Nice robots you have.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Oh, well, I mean, if you're gonna destroy me, I just want to say that I feel like they are very much starting this fight. I don't think that we should be penalized as much. Maybe penalized a little bit. Okay, in the meantime, you just power blast him, and I'm gonna have you destroy all the droids if you could. Thanks.
Ready.
Okay, actually now, if you could just go to him, destroy that one too.
How'd you like that?
Thank
You asked for this.
Like now he can do whatever he wants. Man, look at all this murder. All right, heal up. It was easy. So easy, guys. Okay, we got the nerve enhancement package. Would that be better for you? It is level 2. Mind affecting. So this implant regulates the nervous system, preventing loss of consciousness due to sudden impact or sensory overload. That hasn't been a thing yet that I've had to deal with, I don't think. So I'm gonna not have that one. Can't use the computer at all. Okay. And he has remains. Didn't even check to see if you just brought the wrong card. You could be hung over or drunk for all they know. Bad job security and stuff. Yeah, no, the Sith are just bad in general. I mean, it's one of my gripes, honestly, with the the Star Wars games, or kind of just the Star Wars universe in general. The media depiction, at least. The Sith, I don't think are really all that bad. I mean, a lot of their stuff isn't necessarily worse than the Republic's or even the Jedi's. but it's always shown in such a bad, petty light, like in the movies too. So I guess that is the stuff that they're going for, but if you just look at the values that they hold, they're not inherently bad or things like that. Yeah, come on, stasis you. Now I murder. Now murder you. I mean, I could just destroy Droid, but it's weak enough. Let's stasis you. And then I was gonna like attack the droid, but he's fine. Occupied for now. Warmer, nothing like it. Okay. Well, that was easy. I mean, look at our health. Like, we hardly lost anything. Because you have to remember, we like hit a mine too coming in, so. I'm just surprised that this is as easy as it is so far. Maybe it's not supposed to be challenging, but I would feel like in a Sith base. I don't know. Water pump analysis. Reading. Well, it's more that I have to find it, honestly. That's the worst part about these stupid data pads. Water pump analysis. Commander Hasek, in regards to the system in place to cycle water from the ocean to the thermal heaters, what were you thinking? What made you put that airlock mechanism on the only other path to the north side of the base? Now everyone has to know how to cycle the water out of one room and into the adjoining one for each of the 3 rooms in sequence without accidentally flooding the room they're in. We lost 7 troopers just this week. Next time I'm there, you better show me how to do it properly. I can't afford to lose any more of my aides while trying to get to the Cellcat. The Cellcat, they are here. Adjutant, sorry sir, but we had to change the pump mechanism since one of those fish people swam into one of the intakes outside. Oh geez. The external flow controls push the water into the chambers north and south only now. The flow controls on the inside wall switches the water between sides east and west. What? Okay, the external flow, north and south. Internal, east and west. Okay. The trick now is to push the water to the north and south extremes, then switch the water east and west to walk through. The meters by the flow control panel show if there is water in the adjacent room. We've also installed life form detection sensors, so there shouldn't be any more aid problems. We're trying to get the system passed as quickly as possible, sir, but the Cellcat authorities monitoring our base have made this much more difficult. That's the thing about this game. Each planet has a predetermined difficulty. KotOR 2 changes it up and the whole game levels with it. Is that why I always remember saving, like, Korriban last? Because I remembered Korriban being difficult. That would make sense, you know? Can I go in now? Man, that water gets transferred really fast. This one.
Warning. Activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please.
Oh. Abort. Can I go in? Yay, I did. Oh, there's another one. Dang it.
Warning. Activating flow control.
I just read about you. Is it with this? Now am I good to go in?
Warning.
Let's... Okay, I do want to try it. Let's see what happens. Activating flow control will flood this chamber. Oh. It just tells me. Alright. This is dumb. How about this one? Can I just go through here? Because if this lets me go all the way through, why not? Okay, wait, so is it just I can never use... It seems like I could just never use these ones, but sometimes these ones don't seem to work. Oh, it's currently malfunctioning. Or did I just forget to do that on this side? Because I'm dumb. No, it doesn't have one! Okay, what about here? What if I did that again? Crap, no! Not what I wanted.
Warning.
Alright.
Warning.
And this will just abort.
Warning.
If it can't work, so I'll just do it anyway. I don't even think these doors are supposed to be hard.
Warning.
Alright, there we go. Oh, I'm not through yet. Okay, I am. Thank goodness. I don't even know what I did. I just pressed buttons until it worked. Oh, there are things. It didn't even stop me. You know, usually it's like, hey, there are people here. You're suddenly stopped. Nope, not that time. Not what I meant. Not that. Okay, now all of the attacks. That should have bought me enough time, I figured. Are you not going to attack again? Goodness, that's enough. They're like weak enough that the stasis field, like, they can't resist it that well. I say that as one of them clearly has resisted it, but... Now we're all safe again. You know, maybe I should give Karth the mind-affecting immunity. It seems like that might benefit him at this point in time.
How'd you like that?
Just this dude left. No big deal, just one dude.
Let's go!
Can't really help us, or stop us now. Okay. Now we heal. And all is right with the world. Man, look at Jolie though. All of his force points are gone. Like, he was doing his job. Okay, so off him, we got a crystal. And, oh, why didn't I get a lightsaber? Like, what's wrong with his lightsaber that I wouldn't get it from his corpse? Irritor Strength Amplifier. Is that... Oh, that's what I have. Alright. What does Jolie have, for that matter? Nothing. Well, now he has this as well. There you go. You're welcome.
What?
Okay. 2 other corpses to check out. Maybe that lockbox. And then whatever else is in this room. There's a lightsaber. I should just give everyone a lightsaber. That'd be awesome. If only I could. Ow.
Done.
If Erebel seems to be Sith are all about self-benefit or capitalist to the extreme, and Jedi are self-reflection and communistic to the extreme, then Republican individuals are all in between the 2 ideologies. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's presented, more like, but... I don't know. I mean, this is coming from a place where, like, I think that in an ideal world, a socialistic, or like a socialist government and that kind of thing, would probably be the best. The issue is that this is not an ideal world, like, that we live in. And I'm aware of that fact. But even then, like, I disagree with a lot of what the Jedi would say. But I guess I also disagree with a lot of what the Sith would say. There's no winning, I guess. Hey, is this now? Stop shooting at us. Alright, you can keep shooting. We're just gonna come up and beat you up. And then we'll heal poor Jolie at the end. Still poison. Okay, not poison anymore.
Time to rumble.
There we go. Search all the bodies. I mean, hey, you know, we're definitely helping thin out the Sith presence on Manon, for what it's worth. End up pulling a Jolie and finding a nice forest to live in. Fair. Do I want to do that? I'm gonna quick save. I don't know if I want to use my spikes. Seems dumb. So in the barracks, we find those people. Like, see, there's no reason. That's what I was worried about. Like, if this is just to kill people, because there's not really any reason to do that. Maybe I had to disable the force field, but there's probably a better way to do it. I would not want to do that one. Training room. Hey, Selkath. I see, and you can't automatically kill those people. Flow control room. Yeah, I feel like I'm good. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna log out and save that single computer spike. Okay. There we go. Let's go. I guess we can murder him real quick. I see no reason why not.
Now,
I still wish my accuracy were better. I think that's another way that, if I'm remembering correctly, KotOR 2 was really nice, was that it offered different styles of lightsaber fighting, which would make me think of like weapon finesse in, you know, Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. Ow! I didn't realize he'd thrown a grenade. Let's go in and kill them while they're still stunned. And we're good. Oh, I really do love though having force heal. So nice. And like, look at this. Oh, what? I'm not even poisoned. Never mind. I was gonna say, oh, am I poisoned? I'll just heal myself. Didn't even happen. Weird that there's a thing of 100 credits and a thing of 25 credits. Why not just give me one thing of 125? I guess we're good in this room. Moving on down the hallway. Here we find another room. I might as well speed myself up for this ensuing battle. Oh yeah, it's droid stuff. Oh, it doesn't reach that one, really? How'd you like that? Okay, well actually, let's just disengage from you, because they've got the other one handled, you know? Or are they just not gonna bother finishing him off? Oh, they did. Okay, never mind. I guess there's that gravity generator. Sounds cool. Also made blasters and swords a viable option. That's true. That is true. I hope I don't need... There's gotta be like some terminal where I can just turn that off for free. That's what I'm assuming. Selkath Apprentice? No, where are you going? Come back. I found you. Oh, I didn't mean to kill you. I was trying to talk. You were blue at first. Man, doesn't it suck when you're trying to talk to someone and instead you attack them with your lightsaber? Like, raise the hands. How many people? Okay. That's not a thing. We got more credits. Sweet. Maybe I should save before going in here. I don't know if this was gonna be like the training room or whatever. Oh, they're not gonna attack me. Intruders! Should we sound the alarm, Shasa? Shasa! Oh, skip that. Perhaps this is a test the Sith have prepared for us. What are you doing here? Only masters and apprentices are allowed in here. Apprentices, rather. TNC Arjun, what are you Selkath doing inside the Sith Embassy? Shaylas has me investigating the disappearance of a young Selkath. Yeah, let's do this one. I told you your father would get suspicious, Shasa. He always hated the Sith. My father doesn't understand. He's blinded by his own prejudice. The Sith are teaching us mastery of the Force. Our alliance with the Sith will bring strength to Manon and the Selkath people. Okay, the Sith are evil. What they told you was a lie. If you're allied with the Sith, then you'll suffer their fate. Death. Good, neither Sith will win. One, I guess. Republic propaganda. The Sith are the victims of lies and half-truths. They are not monsters, no more so than the Republic. Again, I didn't really like any of those because they were all either, like, none of the choices were really neutral. I mean, the best part about this one was that I got to say they lied to you, which I believe, but I didn't want to have to say they were flat out evil. The Sith have promised to guide us in the use of the Force as a sign of good faith, and once the Republic is defeated, the Sith have promised to withdraw from Manon and respect our independence. I actually finished it in time. If the Republic is defeated, the Sith will enslave your planet. The Sith just want to corrupt you. If you ally with the Sith, blah blah blah. Number 2. Spare us your lies. The Sith have treated us with nothing but respect and honor. You speak as if we are prisoners here, but we can leave whenever we wish. Our friend Gallus chose to leave, and he was returned safely to his home in Otto City. Shah, so what if they speak the truth? Remember what happened to Terrace? Terrace is nothing but a Republic lie. If the Sith were such monsters, then prove it to us. Surely there must be some evidence of the honor or horrors they commit. They want Manon's Kolto. Use you to conquer Manon for the Kolto. That's the same thing. They only want Manon's Kolto. They will use you for the Kolto. Whatever. So you say, but why should we believe you? We need physical proof, not the words of some Republic sympathizer. Give me some time and I will find proof the Sith are evil. Shasa, I think we should give them a chance to prove themselves. We will not report your presence to our Sith masters yet. If you bring us proof of Sith lies and torture, we will return to our families and report this to the Otto City authorities.
Well, great. It can't be that hard to find proof of the Sith's activities, can it?
Well, it can if they're careful. Until then, we shall stay here and continue our training in the ways of the Force. Fair enough, I suppose. Missing Selkath. You have found the young Selkath that were missing. They have been taken by the Sith and given some training in the dark arts. You have tried to... The dark arts. You have tried to convince them to return to the light side, but they won't budge. It will take some sort of proof to show them how evil the Sith really are. No, I wasn't trying to turn them to the light side. All I was trying to do was tell them that they shouldn't trust the Sith like this. I mean, even though I am a light side character, it's just because I happen to do a number of good things. If I could be... like... I mean, if you could be neutral without just being an a-hole kind of thing, because that's essentially all it ever is, I would probably...
You asked for this!
I mean, it's just unfortunate because, yeah, I want to do good sometimes, but I'm not, like, goody-goody. I don't think that the Jedi are all perfectly beautiful and everything. But every dark side thing is, like, it's just so petty and dumb. Aside from, like, in Terrace, when I did the death, like the fight to the death in the arena, whatever it's called, you know? Like, I was okay with that. But anyway, let's head inside.
How did you get in here?
Wait.
I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped
What if
Terrace
Anakin
alive.
liked sand?
He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right?
Did you guys notice he said, whoever destroys you? Ugh. Master, give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Why don't you ever autopause anymore, game? Remember when you used to do that? Remember when you used to be cool? No. Stop it. No, stop being of strong will. Thank you. Alright. Now to go kill him. Everyone stop. Thank you. Except for that Selkath, he can keep shooting. I don't care that much. If these are apprentices, why are they just using blasters during this battle? It doesn't seem like a proper test of like their training. Everybody freeze again, please. It's convenient when you're not fighting me back. Okay.
You asked for this!
There you go. Alright. Now to the corpses again. Please have proof on you. I was like, why wasn't it letting me search it at first? Retinal combat implant, that could be nice. Dark Jedi Master robes. Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha. Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha. I think that looks better. Okay, I do want to check though that thing for Karth. This one. Oh, it's just awareness and immunity to critical hits. I mean, immunity is kind of cool, but honestly though, for now, I do want to give him this since we're going up against potential Jedi and stuff like that. You know, force powers can be a pain. I don't want him to be frozen in terror or whatever again. And then this one? What am I missing? Aim with the gun to get better, aiming with the force, or just stupid walking fish. You know, could be either at this point. It's hard to say. Is my awareness just so low that I'm not seeing any mines anymore, ever? Datapad. This is the proof, isn't it? I bet it's conclusive. Let's go read the datapad. Also, it was like pinkish purple instead of the usual color of datapads. It was interesting. This one. Manon nope, that's not it. Because it was just called datapad. Where is it? It's not in the datapad section. Datapad. Here it is. These appear to be the personal notes of the Dark Jedi Master in charge of the Sith base on Manon. It seems that the Sith have been trying to turn impressionable young Selkath over to the dark side. After reading the lengthy progress reports on this topic, it seems that the final plan was to use these young Selkath to overthrow the current government and install a puppet government that the Sith would dominate. And he thought we would never learn. That's why you don't keep a diary if you're evil. People will find said diary and just leak your plans. Alright, well, I mean, I could just go immediately to tell them. Sure, why not? There you go. Have you brought us evidence to back up your accusation? Have you found proof, or accusations? Have you found proof the Sith are evil as you claim? This datapad proves the Sith are lying to you. Shasa, this is the Master's own datapad. Look, they are speaking the truth. I cannot believe it. And yet the evidence is right before me. The Sith wanted to use us to betray Manon. I must apologize for doubting you. The Sith are truly as evil as you've claimed. We must report this to the Otto City authorities. Yes, we must report this at once. We thank you, human, for showing us the truth. You have saved us from a terrible mistake.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side, or you may end up betraying your world regardless.
Quickly, my friends, we can stay here no longer. We must flee this foul embassy and warn our people against the plot to corrupt the Manon youth. I am stiff. I have been sitting here for hours. Light side. Am I glowy yet? No, where's my pillar? I had a pillar before, remember that? That was pretty cool. I was probably working on strength to get like my accuracy and damage up, which I still think I probably should. I mean, like, I finally have a modifier now, you know, when I use that. It's something at least. Treat injury, security, persuade. And for powers, yeah, I do think the next step is just to get master speed, so boom, did it. And I'll just have to remember to use it more often. Did I already check this? No, okay. Cool. So there are other rooms in here. So we've been in that one. We haven't been in the medical room. Oh! Hello. Tell Shasa to sit. Oh no, what happened? Did they kill you? I guess this is another thing. This tortured Selkath was holding some sort of token. Which is meaningless now. Because I already sent Shasa away. Alright. I guess I'm done here in this section. Weird. This had to be the stream. Jolteon isn't here when you do an evil laugh. Wait, did I do an evil laugh? I don't even remember. I legitimately don't remember if I did. That is how crazy I am, guys. Like a wild animal. I scare myself sometimes. But then I remember it's me and I'm like, pretty cool. I honestly, I think that I do have to actually use this. Dang it. I mean, okay, actually, let's check the map real quick. Is there anywhere that I haven't been in here? I mean, it seems I've pretty much been everywhere that, you know. Dang it. I did one kind, oh, that's fair. I think I'm just gonna do this. And then it was, where was it? Where was that one? Force field. Disable force field. Go. Thank you. Now I can go through. I don't know how important that actually is. But now we're good. Okay. I'm still kind of like mentally debating whether to keep the lightsabers I have now or to make the other one red as well. I just don't know at this point. Stasis field. Oh, I don't have to do the second one. Sweet. Oh, come on, Jolie. Get your head in the game. And once again, they're frozen. I mean, I swear most of the damage is done by Karth when I have them all stasis.
Never too old for this.
How'd you like that?
I mean, of course, there are different color combinations I could do. I just wonder, like, do I like... I mean, of the color combinations, I think I like this one the most. I'm wondering if I would just like double red instead a little bit better. But I think as far as like red, purple, red, blue, red, yellow, I like red, yellow the best. Oh, so this is just... Oh. Alright. I wonder if I just wasted spikes then. Either way, I don't use spikes that often. And it's not a big deal. It wasn't that many spikes. I mean, I just have to make sure there are no people left here first, and then we can leave.
How'd you like that?
I don't even know what that was. Let's really quick destroy this. That was all I needed for that, apparently. Now we're gonna get the elite trooper first because he's elite, and that means he's worse. Now you.
How'd you like that?
Is that because it's ketchup and mustard looking swords? You know, maybe. I am rather hungry, if I'm being perfectly honest. But am I always hungry while playing? Maybe. The world may never know. Okay, well, there's this footlocker I could check. We got stuff. Cool. And more remains. And more remains, I assume. Data module. Oh, that's the... I forgot that's why we were in here. Right. Well, I did that part then. Completely forgot that I was supposed to be looking for a droid. See, if they were just a little bit closer together, this would be like a lot easier because it would just hit them both at the same time. Now, for the sake of actually disabling them both to make the fight easier. Oh, attacking. Alright, that works. I guess I probably misclicked. None of remains? Is this one? Neither of them. Alright. Well, is there anything good in here at least?
Time to rumble!
Man, I must in like previous playthroughs have gone to Manon first, because I remember so much of this being a lot harder. You know, like this part. You were easily Austin Powers level of Republic spy. Yeah, yeah. If you want to think of it that Pop a quick kill, and it's like the fight never even happened. Except that I have more items. Right, first we have the North Computer Room. I see. I don't have the gas mask at all? That's awkward. I'm gonna try this. I'm going solo. I'm gonna turn on my super speed. Now we're going! Hey! Look at that! I did it! That was pretty cool. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's what I wanted. Oh, it's steam, not poison. Oh. I mean, yeah, because steam control, but... Is there any other points being... I guess it's probably what I could access from here. But I have no idea what that is. I'll take the time to heal real quick. Now I'll quick save. Again, if I could save a spike, I might as well. Just want to see if there's anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there would be anything else here. Screw that. I'm quick loading again. Because it seemed like I had the same options from the other computer room, which I'd already done anything I needed. I mean, I think the reason that it mattered, Sean, was more because I was looking for a gas mask to protect myself than the fact that I ran through it like a boss, because that was awesome. Admit it, guys, it was. This room now. Oh, man. Can't even go in there. Alright. Everybody, come with me. So now are we done? It seems like we're pretty done at this point. Yeah, everything seems filled out. Okay. Time then to exit. Which, if I'm following the map, it looks like it's just down here. Hey, look at that. I made it back here. So this brings us to Auto City, so we're saving now and leaving. Leaving. Son of God. I see you, Karth. Get over here. Karth. Come on. It's not a time for games. Alright. Oh, dear. You there, human. You were placed under the arrest of the Auto City Civil Authority. What? Why? Though the Sith Embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we've been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries to the staff of the embassy yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Our cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of the Auto City Civil Authority that you were responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us to await your trial. Oh man. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself prohibited from leaving Manala. We will leave. Now, do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. I'm pretty sure that I could overwhelm you guys. I kind of want to see, like, legitimately, what they would be able to fight back with, you know? Because if they have droids, cool. Destroy droid. If they have people, cool. Stasis field, you know? Greetings, human. I am called Wallace, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. Arbiter? Yes, arbiter, the one who defends you before the judges of the Selkath people. I will endeavor to prove to them that you are not guilty of the heinous crimes that you were accused of, Operator. What have I been charged with? You have been charged with initiating violence within the Sith Embassy, murdering members of the Ambassadorial Commission of the Sith Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Auto City. What can I do? I would first like to ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I have already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reason did you enter the Sith Embassy? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I find that unlikely, Outworlder, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. What is your prior association with the Sith? I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. I kill them whenever I can find them. I have no prior association. Indeed, since you have a passcard to their base, I can only assume you believe taking this route would lessen your sentence. Very well. That should be all the information I require of you for now. If you wish, we can begin the trial whenever you're ready. That's it? That's all you want to know? Don't you ask more questions? I have all the information I need. We should proceed now. The judges are waiting. How can you expect to defend me without getting more information? I think this trial is relatively straightforward. It should be obvious to the judges what has transpired. Alright. I want to see what he has to say, honestly. I'm curious. Your past experience as Arbiter in the Sundry case may aid in your defense now, human, but you must do a better job yourself, given the crimes you're faced with. What? You stand accused of the grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. How do you plead? My client pleads not guilty, Your Honors. I mean, I didn't do property damage, did I? And I guess droids count as property in this world. I want to see. Will they actually kill me? Will they actually kill me? What is it, human? You must have a good reason for interrupting our proceedings. I have this data pad. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. This is most disturbing. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify this evidence and discuss its importance. Did I win? We have verified that this is indeed a Sith datapad indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of Manon. In gratitude for having discovered this heinous offense, all charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. Alright, look at me defending myself. Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, their embassy is considered off-limits to all Ahto City security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the protections of Selkath law. You have been found innocent and may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. Man, look at me! Look at me, guys! Look at me! I did it! I am the best in space. Okay, well... There's my trusty crew. Anything gonna happen when I step out here a little bit more? No. Where on earth was the Republic Embassy? I do not recall. I kind of want to find that really quick, just so I remember kind of like where I'm supposed to be going. But we are going to be calling this one pretty shortly. Am I heading the right way? I mean, the stream is about over, just so you guys are aware. I think it's this way? But when I say that, I mean, like, we have 4 minutes until 9 o'clock, so it's been, like, the entire thing, which, by the way, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. You know, this session right here, this game overall, I found it enjoyable, so I hope the same for you. Yeah, I guess it's probably over here. So, Chaos, what did you miss from the ads? Hopefully not too much. I mean, I don't know if you could really, like, reasonably well type during the ads. Visitor's Hotel, so there's the Enclave. I guess we probably have enough time, actually, to give him the good news, you know, the data module or whatever it was we got from the droid. And then we can wrap up this session. So here we go.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
That's right, yes, here it is.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manon is the sole source of KotOR.
I'm hardly like paying attention because I'm waiting for a chance to talk again.
Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
I was just gonna say, yeah, his lawyerism was indeed terrible. I mean, I didn't even try to defend my client. I'm aware of that. However, at least I had the reason, like, I gathered as much information as I could. I determined the truth of the matter, and then I just basically pled that, you know. Whereas he asked me 2 questions, said he got some data, but was very vague about it, and then tried to prove me innocent. Like, I thought that when he said I have enough, that he was gonna be like, well, clearly you're guilty, so that's what I'm gonna tell them. But no, he was trying to prove me innocent. He had, like, no reason to believe that I was. Anyway, what has the Republic done? Yeah.
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes kolto exports. But a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness.
Right.
And there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manon anyway. So we made a deal.
What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest kolto directly at its source.
Oh, dang.
We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact. Possibly your star.
That could be good.
Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Why have you not investigated what happened down there? What does this have to do with me? First one.
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either.
So that's
the reason
why
we
so
really
many
sent that
mercenaries.
droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
So you gotta get me down there somehow, yeah. How will I get down there?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KotOR packing room and enter the sub they're in.
Cool.
It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I
Like
would send
oxygen?
soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please,
So petty.
find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Thank you, and good luck in yours as well. So journal entry, and then we're good. So Roland Wan, the representative of the Republic on Manon, has told you that the Republic has made a secret base underwater near the source of KotOR emissions to study and eventually synthesize KotOR, and then to mine some for themselves too. They ran across some mysterious ruins that may be related to the star map. Unfortunately, something happened down there at the base, and all contact was lost. Roland has given you access to a submersible to go down to the base and find out what happened. Hopefully, this will lead to one of the star maps as well. And then, the Republic has constructed a secret facility at the bottom of the Rackard Rift with the purpose of secretly harvesting and synthesizing KotOR. Roland Wan has offered the use of a Republic submersible to travel down to the ocean floor so that you may investigate. He mentioned that the Republic has run across some sort of old ruin near the rift itself. Phew! And now that that is all over, we are going to wrap up this stream, so I hope that you guys all had a good time. I know that I did. If you would like to see more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, feel free to check out my channel. I have all these KotOR videos in their own playlists or in the Twitch live streams playlist, where you can also see things like Payday 2 and a lot of Overwatch, that kind of stuff. Or, of course, if you want to watch KotOR live, come next Tuesday, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, where I will be here for those 3 hours. That would be weird if I was not. And if you'd like to see me stream more in general, I'm streaming just Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, and I would be happy to have you. So yes, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope to see you guys again in the future. And with that, have a good night, everybody. Or morning, or whatever it is. And my mouse is making it spin. Ah!